Okay, so welcome to my course on website development. My name's Martin, and I'm going to teach you how to build websites from scratch all the way up to WordPress and advanced WordPress. I've been building websites for over 10 years. I've also been an IT technician for 14. I am the director of iTech Monster Limited, where we sell our web design services and web hosting to clients. We have clients all over the world, not just in England. We are also going to be developing more courses as we go along, from things like SEO to PHP frameworks, other JavaScript frameworks, and IT related stuff. So always check the links down below, and we're also going to be developing some community support areas for you guys to help each other out and to get a bit more support from us as you progress in your journey to become a website designer and business owner in website hosting, which is a very profitable business to be in nowadays. We have a advanced understanding of WordPress, so you guys will probably learn a lot more with our courses than you will on other places on the internet, and we can show you some of our client websites we built people and how we put them together as well. Some of this may be in our community area, so we'll check all links down below to find out more about that. But having said that, let's get going. So to start a website, I think it's important to learn the basics. So we're going to go ahead and use Notepad+ or Notepad to start a website, and you've got similar in the Mac world. I think text editor and Linux has their own default. We will talk about other editors in future videos, how they can help us, and we'll also go over a few more advanced simple editors for Windows and possibly Mac and Linux as well. And then we'll move on to IDEs, which help develop code much quicker. And I've also got my nice little hack that I use to make coding even simpler without typing pure code all the time, but still in control. So that will be a video in itself at some point. So let's get started. So I've opened up Notepad, which is all you need to make a basic website to start with. Obviously it's not going to look like much in this video, but as we move on we will get much more going on. So HTML, you always start it with a HTML tag. So this is a basic HTML tag with opening and other way arrows. And then you always close a tag with this. Another basic form that you also need as well is the body. This is where most of your code actually goes. So I go ahead and save this basic HTML file. We can go ahead and open that in our web browser and you can see it developing. So I'm going to go ahead and save it in my HTML training. Sorry about my bad spelling, guys, but you will find and get used to that. So a WordPress, a web page, basic HTML page always starts with index. So we're going to go ahead and click on all files, and we're going to name this the index file. This is like the home page of a website. So of course you can do index and then home, about, and so on, but you will learn this as we go along. So in Word and Notepad, we just click .html and make sure all files are selected and go ahead and save that. And then I can go ahead and open this up in my computer. And as you can see, we've got a basic white page at the moment, but there's no text actually being added. So we sort of expect that. So a few other tags which are important in all HTML documents is the title tag. This is sort of done like this, and this is where anything that goes in here, like linking to CSS sheets and so on, we will get over that eventually. but you want to put a title in. So if I put a title in here, oh, we've also missed, apologies, we missed the head tag. So this is the basics of near enough every HTML document. So we've got the HTML declaration, the head, and the closing of the head, and we've got the start of the body, the closing of the body, and then the closing of the HTML. So what I want you guys to do is follow along with me when I'm doing this, and pause the video and actually do this, so you're learning how to go ahead and do this. So we're going to also type in the title here, some title, and then I'm going to go ahead and save it again, and then let's hit refresh on our browser, and as you can see we've got some title with some spelled completely wrong. So if I go ahead and save that again, you'll see that it has gone ahead and changed my bad spelling to some title. So that is a basic HTML page with all the elements. There's one more thing that you probably should add to your HTML documents, and this is like a new standard that I think is being enforced, where you should imply the document type as HTML. Some browsers do look for this, and so it's pretty good to start doing that. As you can see, it makes no difference to our code. But so the next thing you need to know is the paragraph. I'm going to put a bit of text in here. This is some text, and then I'm going to go ahead and save this, and you guys will then see the text placed on the screen. So this is some text, and I'm going to go ahead and do another paragraph down below, so you guys can go ahead and see this. So here's some text too, and then refresh the page, and as you can see it's put like a break down here. I'm going to go ahead and also get some demo text from a website, Lorem Ipsum. Lorem Ipsum is basically like English but not quite English, but we often use it for placeholders in the web design industry. So I'm going to go ahead and copy some text here, and then we're going to paste that into our section here, and then I'm going to go ahead and do something similar for paragraph 2, just so you guys can see how this works. So let's go back, and as you can see we've got a lot of text now. Let's go ahead and save this and open our file again, and as you can see it's broken down into paragraphs. So that's literally how you start to write text on websites. Of course we style this with CSS to make it look better, but this is the basics of how paragraphs are dealt in HTML. And then there's one more thing I want to show you, and that's the headings in HTML. So we're going to go ahead and put these above. These are also used to help for making headings and SEO purposes as well, which we'll go over eventually in other web videos. But as you can see we've got a simple heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and I think there's 8 of these, but I stopped at 5. And as you can see we've got the closing tags again. So I want you guys to pause this video, go to that website, and then carry on with this video and get to the point I've got to here, and then save it. And as now we'll go ahead and see what's happened. So as you can see we've got heading 1, 2 and they get smaller. And there's one other tag that I think you guys need to know that I'm going to show you, and then that will probably roll off this video for now, is the break tag. This is not used very often anymore, but can be useful at times where you don't need to close anything out. But if we go ahead and look at this now and save, we will see slightly that is knocked down in our code where we added a break. So we could add another one to make it a bit more down, or let's go for even 3 to make it even more noticeable. And as you can see, we can do this inside blocks of text. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So as you can see, we've really sort of made a big paragraph change. So I hope you guys found this introduction to HTML useful. Don't forget to watch the next video for more advanced tagging, and then eventually we'll get on to the more fun stuff of learning CSS, bit of JavaScript, and then moving on to what you guys are probably waiting for, WordPress development. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time.